Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Ren0216 and this is my diet vlog, my weight loss journey. I share information that I have learned and my days. I am on, if you're interested, every Tuesdays and Fridays I'll have a new posting coming out in which I will research whatever topic I do at the time and of course share my experiences in life. Right now, I'm actually starting to phase down on pants again, so we'll see how long that goes. So that's a good feeling always. And uh, I guess good overall. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was I had been seeing on the internet quite a bit lately, like a protein cereal. Um, and I have the box with me today, and it's called Magic Spoon. I actually did buy it. I'm not sponsored. I bought it myself and decided to try it. My partner likes cereal in the morning, and this is supposed to be no sugars, which I like. And then it's only 4 carbs and then like 19 grams of protein, which is a great alternative. That being said, we got the chocolate flavor, and my opinion on that is it's not very sweet, which I do enjoy. I really don't like overly sweet things. That's kind of a me thing, but it does have a nice chocolate flavor to it. Um, and it is very crunchy. So if that's your kind of cereal, then I would give it a try. It is just another easier way, especially if you're a cereal person in the morning and you really like that bowl of cereal. They do come in other flavors. They do come in like a fruity flavor and cinnamon flavor, and I think there's like one more flavor, but I'm not sure off the top of my head what that is. Um, but yeah, they can. I got ours at our grocery store in the health food section, but they also can be ordered on Amazon. It's just another idea for those who just don't have the time in the morning to make anything and they just want something that's kind of simple and they can go. I say pair it up with fat-free milk, or if you can't have milk, then obviously whatever lactose fat-free alternative that you can use or close to fat-free as possible. And another thing I wanted to mention today, my other research was this week, is I actually was the issue of alcohol. Now, truth being said, I was doing some research because it's not a good idea to have any alcohol when you're trying to lose weight. That being said, I would like to explain why. And I mean, people do. If you're an adult and you're of legal drinking age, I'm not going to stop you, but I will explain to you why it's probably a very bad idea to do from a diet standpoint. Besides, it's empty calories and you really don't need that. And even the ones that don't necessarily have calories in them, it's when you drink alcohol, the ethanol that gets into your system, which is the alcohol, it actually prevents your body from taking the proteins of like from all the working out that you've been doing, and it prevents it from making muscle. So everything you just did in the gym throughout the day is gone. All that effort you put in, just like that. And so even the lower calorie alcohols are not doing you any favors. Um, and here's another rub. Now it is, mind you, it is a trace amount. Okay. But even if you want a wine tasting with your friends just to be sociable, keep in mind, even if you spit the alcohol out, a trace amount still gets absorbed through your tongue. I learned that one. It's just crazy. Crazy. A majority of it is through your stomach and your intestines, but a trace amount does get absorbed through your tongue. So, keeping that in mind, when you are very much into the thick of it, uh, alcohol is probably not the best idea, especially if you're trying to get the weight to come off, and it'll come off a lot easier if you don't imbibe in any alcohol at that time, because that alcohol is one of the things that you can live without. Uh, now, that being said, I'm not saying that you should ban alcohol permanently from your diet. By all means, if you want to every once in a while do that, that's like eating bad food. Every once in a while, if you wish to do such a thing, then by all means, you do that. But when you do that, keep that on a day maybe that you don't work out that day, so that you're not just wasting your time. Because yeah, when you do work out or when you do exercise and you try to build a muscle, which the muscle helps you to burn fat, um, yeah, the alcohol actually blocks the proteins from building, turning into muscle. So it's a interesting fact. I, yeah, I tend to be a nerd and I do tend to do a lot of research. So that's my thoughts on alcohol. I personally have never really been much of a drinker anyway. It's never been really my thing. Uh, I actually did live in a foreign country when I was a child, and it was legal to drink there. Uh, it's never been really a thing for me. So I don't really see any hardship, but I did want to share that tidbit of information for anybody out there, because anybody who seriously wants to pursue this now, because as doctors have mentioned in the past that like one glass of wine a day is not going to hurt you, not particularly, no. But that being said, it does affect when you are trying to build muscle. It will prevent that from happening. So instead of, putting all this effort in to becoming healthier and then one thing just blows it all off, that's just, yeah. So that was what I was researching this week, and interesting enough. And I had Spot, the cereal. It just keeps coming up on my feed all the time, like everywhere, like Amazon and everything else. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. It's worse, it'll be gross, and I won't even like it. But even if it was gross to me, the beauty about it is everybody does have different taste buds, and what may not be the greatest to me may be absolutely delicious to you. And if the cereal is not sweet enough to your taste buds, what you can do is put like a tablespoon of alternative sugar in your cereal and then eat it that way. I actually used to do that as a kid. Well, not alternative sugar. As a child, I used to eat regular sugar because, yeah, it's before now. But yes, you could just put like a tablespoon of alternative sugar and it would sweeten the cereal up and still maintain the no sugar thing and be within a diet. And it's a great way because 13 grams of protein is actually a pretty decent amount of protein when it comes to, I'm not sure what they call a serving size because I've had like sleeve surgery, so my stomach is very small. So obviously I don't normally take like normal servings anymore. That being said, 140 calories per serving for 13 grams of protein is really actually good. And then 1 cup. So take it as you will. 1 cup is not a bad. That's actually a pretty good amount of cereal. And then you get a little bit of protein from the milk, or I don't know, whatever you're going to use for the milk. Now, another thing you can do would be obviously less than a cup. I would probably use maybe a quarter of a cup. But if you're doing like protein, but you like crunchy yogurt, right? And you know how people usually put granola on their yogurt. Well, granola tends to be really high in carb. What you can do is sprinkle like some of the cereal because it's very crunchy, and you can sprinkle a little bit of that on it, and it adds like a little bit of protein, of course. And then there you go. You have like a crunchy yogurt, and and it's like a healthier alternative. There's no sugar in it, and it's just a really it's it's just that way where you can get that crunch yogurt that everybody likes and craves and still maintain, and it's delicious. It's not like a gross alternative just to make up for it. It would be absolutely delicious, and it still be within the diet. So you can have these things like the crunchy yogurts. You can have ice creams. You can. It's just learning to think in a different direction, and you're just not thinking maybe like in the traditional route. And this may going more into like well, what what are my favorite flavors and how can I work in there? Because I got sugar-free Hershey syrup, honestly. And I use that sugar-free Hershey syrup when I want to make cocoa. And it's very rare. I think I've only had one cup of cocoa in like I honestly 5 years. It's not an everyday thing. So we have a lot of Hershey syrup, but it is actually pretty decent. Um, and it is something. I mean, if you've another was what I was mentioning that because I got the chocolate one, and if you want to like kick it up a notch, you can actually put some of the Hershey sugar-free Hershey syrup, which I think is like 30 calories, and your milk and have like a chocolate milk with chocolate cereal. So primo, just a little weird. I mean, it's like giving yourself a childlike treat with without like uh, without breaking your diet, to be honest with you, because it's a really excellent way to give yourself a treat, but and make you think it's a treat, but it's actually fairly healthy for you when you step back and think about it, because you're actually having no sugar and you're having some protein in there, and of course all the nutrients that come with that as well. So there you go. You get that thing where it's a feeling that it's, oh wow, this is actually pretty nice, and maybe this diet won't be as bad. Because to be effective in any diet, I feel that you need to be happy with what you eat. I really do. I really feel that you need to absolutely be happy with what you eat. Because if you enjoy your food, you're going to stick to it. When you feel it's a diet and you feel you're depriving yourself, that's when you're going to fall. And that's why I try to think of like different ideas. And I don't know if they make a sugar-free strawberry flavor syrup, but I imagine they do if you look online. Another alternative that you can do, and I was discussing with my partner, is you can use, because a sherbet is basically something made with fat-free milk, as ice cream with fat-free milk. That's a sherbet. Now, that being said, you take like a scoop of, per serving, take like a scoop of the unflavored whey protein powder, and then you get those zero sugar coffee syrups, and you can get them online, and you can get them in just about every flavor on the under the sun that's sugar free. And so you can have a field day of making an array. It doesn't have to necessarily be fruit flavors. You can do like chocolates. You can do vanilla, strawberry, Irish cream, coffee flavor. It's really, really just sky's the limit. And it's a really amazing way for you to do it, especially if you use the like sugar substitutes, if you don't feel like the batter is sweet enough with the sugar syrups that you put in there. Um, yeah, you can definitely have a very, very delicious like ice cream made at home with very low fat, lots of protein, and tastes amazing. Because, I mean, let's face it, right now, not so much because it's winter, but in the summer, when it's hot out, you do kind of think, wow, ice cream would be awesome. A popsicle would be amazing. But a lot of the stuff that they have in the stores, even the stuff that is supposedly healthy, is not really high in protein. And when you want to make sure that you get your protein things for the day, like your protein minimums, that's what I call them. Um, uh, Doing it in clever ways helps break up the monotony and ensures you that you are maintaining a healthy level of protein so you can develop a healthy amount of muscles and maintain the muscles. And that will also allow you to lose weight, and it's just a better way of doing it. Sorry, he's a friendly kitty. That's Mo. Actually, Mo here is going to help me with my research. Um, He has so generously offered to let me use his pen. Yeah, it's a Mo pen. Here, Mo. Yeah, you can't see his face. But if you see the spots on the same side, he is his pen. So I can take notes. He's a giver, that one. But yeah, I was just thinking like I just wanted to weigh in my thoughts on both the alcohol and then of course the new cereal that I had tried. I will continue to, do my research. I think maybe next week I might focus on mental health. There are some techniques that you can use if you are in a severe anxiety situation that I have learned over the years. And probably like next Tuesday, I will share those with you. So I'll be looking forward to that video, I guess. And then until next time, of course, stay healthy. And remember, your imperfections are what make you beautiful because they're what make you unique. And always, always hydrate. That's so important because I call it thanking your kidneys, to be honest with you. If you keep that hydrate, you could be able to flush all the toxins out of your body and keep your kidneys happy. My mom was on dialysis. That means her kidneys were dead. And I got to see what life was like for somebody who did not have working kidneys, and I do not wish that on anybody. So, me saying please hydrate is just sharing my knowledge. And with hope, anything is possible. So please never give up hope. Until next time, I love you all. Bye.